Keeping an eye on the skies later this evening into the night, but for now, it's mainly quiet, especially to the east and southeast. We'll have highs in the 70s and low to mid 80s. Showers and thunderstorms will develop later this afternoon and evening out west, and then in Nebraska at first before lifting northward, and then going to the east for that matter as we head through the night. And several of those storms could be strong to severe, so we'll have to talk about that. We'll go through Tuesday's outlook and the rest of your 7-day forecast all coming up. Until then, Midday in KELOLAND starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, Midday in KELOLAND.
A Rapid City nonprofit announces the establishment of a support fund for residents displaced by a deadly crash. Plus,
jury selection in the first Trump criminal trial gets underway. I'm Jared Hill outside the courthouse in New York with why legal experts say this piece is so important.
good afternoon and thanks for having us in. A nonprofit organization recently established a support fund for displaced residents because of a fatal crash in Rapid City. On April 9th, an SUV lost control and collided with the Memorial Park apartments, resulting in a section of the building destroyed. 2 people inside the car died at the scene. The impact of the crash led to a gas line rupture, causing 51 residents to evacuate. In response to the events, the Black Hills Area Community Foundation has announced the establishment of the Memorial Park Apartment Support Fund. This fund will help the displaced residents affected by the incident, providing immediate assistance for basic needs and aiding in long-term recovery efforts. Tribal council members from the Rosebud Sioux Tribe will be picking up the tribal flag from the state capitol and pier today, according to Democratic State Representative Eric Emery. Last week, Emery published an open letter to both Governor Kristi Noem and the Rosebud Sioux Tribe, calling on Noem to return the Rosebud tribal flag instead of displaying it inside the capitol. In an emailed statement, Emery says it's great news Noem has decided to return the flag to the tribe. In an emailed statement, Emery said, quote, however, her comment about picking up the flag at the RST's convenience raises concerns about the sincerity of the gesture. It's important that such actions are accompanied by genuine efforts to address the underlying issues and build meaningful relationships. You'll find the latest updates to this story in a KELOLAND.com original by our Eric Mayer online right now. The warm weather has farmers of every kind eager to get into the fields. At Cherry Rock Farms in Brandon, a majority of the plants, including beets, carrots, and tomatoes, are growing inside the greenhouses. But the garlic is currently thriving under the sun, and there's no shortage of work to be done.
Well, it is our busy time of year. We are gearing up for everything. We've got our plant sale coming up, our CSA subscription boxes coming up, as well as getting ready for the market to open early summer. So we've got all systems a go, and we're ready for the spring to finally arrive.
If everything goes according to plan, Cherry Rock Farms will open in late June or early July. We'll tell you how many onions they currently have planted tonight on KELOLAND News. Feels like spring out there, but we're going to drop a pinch in the temperatures, won't we, Adam?
Yeah, it even feels like summer in a couple of areas, and it's going to definitely feel like summer because we're going to have to deal with something today that we didn't have to deal with this past weekend. And that's an increasing dew point, which therefore we have to talk about humidity for the first time, at least the first time in a while. There's downtown Sioux Falls, 73 with an east wind, though rather brisk at 25 miles per hour. It is going to be windy today across the region. You notice, though, for now, key phrase, it is quiet. Meanwhile, out to the west, we are also in on a pretty nice start to your Monday. 66 with a little more clouds above Rapid City, an easterly wind at 19 miles per hour. For Pierre, we're already pointed to the southwest as we keep an eye on things for later this evening and tonight. 64 with a southeast wind at 28 miles per hour at the Capitol. And in Aberdeen, where we had a couple of thunderstorms earlier this morning, and now we've quieted down, but it's still pretty warm. 68 with an easterly wind at 24 miles per hour. We are already in the mid-70s in many locations, including Spencer is 73. We saw Sioux Falls a little bit earlier. 72 for Huron and Valentine, already near 80 toward Pine Ridge. 69 degrees for Phillip, 59 in Faith, 66 Mobridge, and 63 for Watertown. But you notice the direction of that wind, primarily out of the east by southeast. That is bringing in more warmth. And so it's going to bring in more moisture, along with the fact that it's just going to be outright windy for the rest of the day and for the next several days for that matter. In fact, a high wind watch is already in place for the eastern fringe of the Black Hills, including Rapid City, then I-90 from Spearfish headed over to the Pennington County border with Jackson County. This also includes portions of Custer County, Meade County, and northern Oglala Lakota County as well. This will be for Tuesday into Tuesday evening. We could see gusts approaching 50 to 60 miles per hour. And that's not even getting into really what we're going to be watching for the rest of the evening and into the night for that matter. We'll quickly touch upon that for now. This is the severe weather outlook for today into tonight, more so the latter than the former, but there is going to be a lot to watch as we head into the first part of your night. We'll break down those details in a little bit. But for now, we'll just at least try and focus on this quieter afternoon that we'll have. 70s and low 80s for southeastern KELOLAND with a bit of a windy afternoon on our hands as well. To the northeast, 70s to near 80 in many locations. Unless you're up towards Sisseton, you'll be the upper 60s. Could see a few more showers and thunderstorms try and bubble up in the early afternoon. Meanwhile, out west, later this evening, we'll see those thunderstorms start to develop, and then we watch the night as things could get interesting. We'll talk about that and go through the rest of your forecast in a little bit.
Thank you, Adam. Flourish Wellness and Birth Company remains the first and only midwife-owned birthing center in the state of South Dakota. Two sisters co-own the center together that opened in 2022. Just a few months ago, they moved locations into a new building and have expanded their services beyond childbirth.
It started as birth, so pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum care. And then Aaron and I would do some well woman visits as well. And then it quickly expanded into pediatrics and family. So now we can see men, women, children. Some of the areas that we specialize in are the functional health, the gut testing, and hormone optimization.
In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, we're going to take a closer look inside their new building and the additional services they now offer. In national developments, the first ever criminal trial for a former U.S. president gets underway with jury selection this morning in New York. Donald Trump is charged with trying to illegally cover up alleged affairs, including with an adult film star. He strongly denies breaking any laws. Jared Hill reports.
Former President Donald Trump arrived as jury selection gets underway in the first of 4 criminal trials he faces.
This is an assault on America.
Trump, who's currently running for president, claims the entire proceeding is politically motivated.
And it's a country that's failing. It's a country that's run by an incompetent man who's very much involved in this case. This is really an attack on a political opponent. That's all it is.
Trump faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, accused of scheming to funnel payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels to cover up an alleged affair when he was running for president in 2016.
We cannot and will not normalize serious criminal conduct.
Trump is required to be in court every day, and jury selection alone could take 2 weeks as both sides look for impartial jurors.
This is going to be a difficult task because there is virtually no one who has no opinion about Donald Trump.
Give me Trump or give me death.
Outside of court, demonstrators for and against Trump are making their voices heard.
Trump is not above the law.
The trial is likely to run through early June. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.